Well, here we are then for the second race of Season 10. PCR on pole from UK Ball and Catfish. Then it's Ravo and the other Jaguar of El Carlos. Then it's the other Envision of Arnett Balness, the 95 of Milestone, then Yusuf and his teammate Marcus Nelson. ERT's Mohamed Wawi in 10th from Mechanovic, Debris, and his teammate, not Lewis Hamilton. Then it's Aldridge ahead of Alan Lee, Polarock, and Medicis, the man in 5th in the championship. Then it's Batuco, Gallagher, Inocui, the other Audi of Daf Sanchez, and Gamercat. Well, Audi have just had their single worst qualifying ever since Daf Sanchez returned. Let's see how this race goes in Marina Bay. All 5 lights go on, and we go green for the Marina Bay Prix in Season 10. Very good start from UK Ball, actually to be on the outside of Catfish. Polaroid with a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. And there's been a right on there ahead. I think that was Mohamed Awawi. Yes, it was. And he's got quite a bit of damage on his ERT machine. It's always going to be a bit of a gaggle to try and fight for positions on the first lap. But out in front, Sierra leads. Catfish in second. UK Ball quite a ways behind in third. That Nissan definitely didn't get the better second sector. Sanchez with a 5-second time penalty now for causing a collision. Someone else has gone off there, and that is his own teammate, I believe. No, it's not. I think it's Medicis. It is Medicis. As they come through the tightest section of any track on the calendar. On board of Gamercat, started last, is currently last. Remember, fan boost will be announced on lap 7, halfway through the Prix. And from that point on, drivers will be able to use that fan boost. And on to lap number 2 then, on board with Catfish. He's just really trying to gain on Sierra. He's not actually in that much trouble. Milestone has dropped down to 8th place after that start. Yusuf actually got quite the good start there, and it was pretty understated because of all the mayhem going on around him. PCR then with the fastest sector, a 22.7, but he's still being caught by Catfish and UK Ball behind. UK Ball's actually closed that gap down considerably. It's now 7 tenths to Catfish ahead. And yeah, the field is closer than it has been for quite a while here. But Mohamed Awawi is rearing up a bit of a rear of the field right now. Alan Lee sends it down the inside on not Lewis Hamilton though. Great move by him as his teammate goes out. And that is Polarock out as well. Oh, and he's mounted him behind. And Mechanovic also out. That is the Mercedes. Virtual safety car as 3 drivers go out on the second lap. And that is not what any one of those 3 teams wanted to see happen this early on. And someone's come into the pits there. Yeah, that's Sierra and UK Ball, both in the pits. Tyres have shredded off already. 60% if you're a soft tyre runner. Medium tyres are 72, and hards are doing very well on 85%. Although one of those hard tyre runners out of the 2 that started is out. Wow, it's an entire train coming in. So, Jaguar currently leading a 1-2 with Catfish and El Carlos. Down the inside goes Sierra on Batuco. Audi don't look like they've brought a very good package to Marina Bay. They've just been passed by everyone. And on board with an Inocui running with Renault's least run livery. This thing only actually ran 2 races in Season 1. And we've got a virtual safety car out of the race. Has gone the race leader. And that is El Carlos. I'm sorry, that was Catfish, sorry. Kept on messing up the drivers, but must have swerved a lot because of the absolutely terrible traction he must have been getting on those softs. Luckily for all the other drivers, all the other soft tyre runners have actually gone past that section, and everyone else coming up has come into the pits. Virtual safety car ending now. We go green again. Nakiri swerving to try and close in on the Audi driver of Batuko. Lap 3 of 15. Sends it down the inside. Can he actually find the room? He's got a bit of space. He goes side by side. He's got to come into the pits at the end of this lap, and he does. He's just received the message, and Batuko also comes in. That was one of my faults. Marcus Nelson setting the fastest third sector. Those new mediums are actually going pretty well. Don't expect anyone to do too many laps on the soft tyres. Hards should actually be the best race tyre to start on, so Milestone should be a good shot for the race win. Yeah? Yo. And we've got a virtual safety car. And this is for Al Carlos, who's out of the Prix. At the same place his teammate retired. And Jaguar, the team that left Beijing with a 1-3, leading the championship. Both of them are going to leave Marina Bay with nothing. You couldn't write this. You shouldn't write this. And this means that the championship fight, even though we are only in race 2 of 14, is still going to be wide open, because after this there will only be 12 races left. And into the pits comes Yusuf, the number 73, and he's going to go on to soft tyres. Same with not Lewis Hamilton. Someone's gone off in the first sector, and that's Mohamed Nawawi! He was in third there. He's lost part of his front wing. Who's he collided with then for that to happen? I think he's botched an overtake. Yeah, that's what's happened with him. Yeah, he sent it on Sierra. This is what I'm getting from reports. He sent it on Sierra and it just didn't go to plan. On board with Ravo following UK ball. Aldridge setting the fastest first sector of anyone at 21.8. Oh, and into the wall goes Mohamed Nawawi. And he's been hit by Anna Babnas, who's been given a 5-second time penalty for hitting the ERT driver. He's definitely struggling when it comes to traction and everything. 6% car damage. He's going to have to come into the pits. He has to come into the pits at the end of this lap, and he's been sent into the wall. Out of the race goes Mohamed Nawawi, and also out of the race is Daf Sanchez. Lap 6 of 15 then. This race is a total wreck fest already. Ravo's in as well as UK Ball and Sierra. Stone holding the lead, just with the fact that he's on the hard tyres, but those hards are beginning to go off a little bit, so he's going to have to come in pretty soon. The trade-off you have with the hard tyres is that they last extremely long, but you're also not going to have too much pace with them. Yusuf actually gaining on Sierra. I do believe he's just come out of the pits as the Mercedes driver. Oh my goodness, that lead Stone has is disgusting. Looking back with Sierra, with Yusuf using DRS and out of the race, has gone Miles Stone at the chicane. So Marcus Nelson will inherit the lead of the Prix. That chicane, the entire section of the chicane, then the hairpin, and then the other hairpin after it is genuinely killing the tyres. And here's the race start. Back to the action then, and Sierra's set the fastest third sector of anyone on lap 7 of 15, getting past Anna Babnas. And here are your fan boost winners alongside with that. The fan boost winners for the Marina Bay Prix are Gamercat, Yusuf, and Gallagher. So they'll be able to use an extra boost of energy whenever they like it, and you'll be able to see it when you see fan boost either next to their name on the timing tower or next to their name or just car when we're viewing them. Virtual safety cars, Marcus Nelson is out! Babner seen spinning, and then two Mahindras collide! Oh my goodness! Talk about poetry in motion there! Nelson's out! The Season 9 champion is out of the Marina Bay Prix, and his teammate sent him out of the E-Prix in the first place. Babner has lost part of his front wing. Yusuf's lost part of his front wing, and he had the ability to use fan boost. So he's going to have to come into the pits to sort that out. Oh my goodness, the tyre wear issues we have around here are genuinely shocking. We're on board with Gallagher. Closing in on Lewis Hamilton somewhat, but he's going to have to come in. Gallagher's also probably going to have to Gallagher's staying out. Gallagher's using fan boost. And he's going to hope to set a fastest lap of the E-Prix on this lap. Well, let's see how he goes. Sierra out in the lead. 53% tyre wear. Gallagher is using fan boost. And he's had to stop using it because he's run out of time for it. To the chicane and out of the race! Goes P. Sierra up on two wheels. That chicane is honestly a hazard. The way it's modelled, genuinely dangerous. I don't think we should keep that going anymore. Gallagher's out as well. After using his fan boost, Gallagher out of the E-Prix. Must have hit Sierra. UK ball going pretty slowly with Ravo closing in. Those softs are absolutely shot. Our tyre manufacturer, Tyre Wolf, are going to have to go back at this race and see. This is why you shouldn't just let your tyres be as they are for every race. Because we've lost half of the drivers in this E-Prix already. We've lost half of them. Yusuf coming through the final turn, and he's using his fan boost now. Yusuf using fan boost, and Gamercat coming through the chicane, and he's also using fan boost now. Medicis has come into the pits. He's coming out now. So yeah, Gamercat just stopped using fan boost. Yusuf has used all of it as well. So no one else is able to use their fan boost. On board with Gamercat closing in on an RQE. Both of them had DRS down that straight, coming into the hairpin with Ina Babness, keeping it neat and tidy there. And out of the race is gone Alan Lee. Alan Lee out at the chicane of horrors. And that's the front wing element that his teammates run over. Now that could cause damage. Someone else has gone off there. And now every driver who finishes this race will score points. Oh, UK Ball's lost part of his front wing. Okay, so UK Ball, he must have gone off and run over that piece of debris. Same with Batuco. Pretty interesting when you think about it. Drivers coming into the pits now. Oh, Ravo lost part of his front wing as well. So they must have had a bit of a coming together. We have 5 laps to go now. Babness leading the way with Yusuf in second and not Lewis Hamilton in third. DS to Cheetah looking as if they could actually pull a win out of their hats if the cards align for them, which would be absolutely something. But we are definitely going to see the lead of the championship change hands here. I mean, what else did you expect? This round the outside goes Aldridge on Gamercat. Through the chicane comes Ina Babness and out of the race. That is one hefty crash for Ina Babness. 2 straight DNFs for the Romanian driver. And both of them have been some of the biggest crashes of his career. Truly something that you wouldn't want to wish on someone else to happen. Well, at least this time his teammate wasn't involved. Virtual safety car ending. And the race leaders on 60-ish% tire wear. Batuko on 40. Same with Yui. Aldridge doing pretty well on 70. Gamercat on 40. Ravo on 80. Medicis on 70. And UK Ball on 80 as well. We're down to 9 runners in the Prix. Didn't expect this to become a demolition derby, and maybe this is just foreshadowing for Mexico. And yeah, 3 drivers coming into the pits who were on the 40% tire wear. Wise, 4 to go. And yeah, Yusuf leading away 6 seconds ahead of not Lewis Hamilton. As it stands, DS Techeetah will pull a win out, will pull a podium out of their hats. And Dragon will have their first podium in multiple seasons. Coming through the chicane, into the wall goes Yusuf. Now has been able to keep the car running in a straight line. And also into the wall goes not Lewis Hamilton. Honestly, these tires are scraping by their usefulness, right, as one could say. And the top 2 are both going to have to come into the pits. Aldridge is going to lead the Marina Bay Prix for Dragon Racing. They've just lost their Faraday Future sponsorship, and what do they do immediately after? They get the lead of an E-Prix. It's not a race win. But as the top 2 peel into the pits, Aldridge is in as well. Ravo's in. Medicis is in. UK Ball's in for his 5th. Batuko coming through the penultimate chicane. And it's for Inters. It's raining. Yusuf comes out in the lead. Who's going to be 3rd here? 2nd is going to be not Lewis Hamilton. They've put Yusuf out on softs. And it's raining! Mahindra have just done the most Italian strategy possible, and if you know what that means, then that means you do watch motorsport. Yusuf's been sent out on soft tyres, everyone else came in and they've put on Inters, and that means not Lewis Hamilton has the net race lead for the first time since his time at Jaguar. Not Lewis Hamilton has the opportunity, not just the opportunity, but the likelihood to win an E-Prix, because Yusuf is meant to come in again, and he's going to drop back to at least 6th. So, yeah, not Lewis Hamilton should have this race covered. Medicis and Ravo, however, as well as UK Ball, they probably won't let this one go too easily with 3 laps left of this E-Prix. And with rain falling in Marina Bay, this race has just been turned on its head. And there, as you can see, Yusuf now peeling into the pits. Mahindra must have called him in right before they noticed, hang on a sec, it's about to rain, so they just sent them out on the tyres they had. And there you can see, not Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Marina Bay E-Prix. Aldridge is 2nd. Will Medicis be 3rd? Yes, he will. Where's Yusuf going to come out in this? He's 6th. Which is basically last of the drivers who actually have a shot of winning the E-Prix. That's 8 seconds off the back of the race lead. 2 seconds off the back of UK Ball. My God. DS Techeetah might do it. DS Techeetah might take their first race win ever since being rebranded as DS the Cheetah. But that's only as long as Dragon Racing's Aldridge or ERT's Medicis don't close in. Medicis doesn't seem to be too much of a threat for that race lead. He's got Ravo and Ukable on his back. So really, 3 seconds back, not Lewis Hamilton has quite the buffer. He's got quite the buffer behind. That's the number 5. And he might just become a new race winner here. Comes through the final corner now to start the penultimate lap. And the final sprint to this cup. Fastest lap of the Prix goes to Ravo taking that. Ravo, Yusuf, or Ukable taking that. They don't. No one has an answer for this driver. What a performance it's been from the Hungarian. Hungary might just be about to be the first in a motorsport. Gamercat in 9th place, currently in 9th. Just realised what I said, and that's going to be a Murrayism moment. We might actually have to make a compilation of that. Gamercat currently in last, and someone's gone off in the second sector, and that's Aldridge. Aldridge has just gone off, and behind you can see Yusuf and Ukable both out on the penultimate lap of the Prix. And it looks like Yusuf's gone over the barriers, according to the minimap, because when you see that circle of a driver just flipping over, that means that sadly they've gone over the barriers. So we're down to 7 runners. 7 drivers will finish on the lead lap if it finishes as this. And Aldridge is going to have to come into the pits. So that means Medicis is going to take ERT's first podium ever. First podium as ERT, but no! Aldridge has to stay out! Medicis and Ravo collide! Ravo happens to take second on the final lap! And now, Medicis, if he wants to take second place, he needs to put in a banging lap. But he's lost so much time to the other green machine. Is it possible for him to take second place right now? I don't think it is. But not Lewis Hamilton right now. Well, he's put in one of those drives that make you question his name. Is he really not Lewis Hamilton? Because he's been night and day throughout the Prix. Ravo, well, for Envision, this is probably the best thing they could have had happen. And that wasn't a race win. But no, he's in the wall! Ravo with the wall! Medicis might be able to take second here. And he's waving quite a bit. He's struggling to keep it on the track. But out in front, Hungary. Well, you can just jump for glory right now as Ravo, who comes into the wall, game account out through the final corner under virtual safety car conditions. Not Lewis Hamilton wins the Marina Bay Prix of Season 10. Ravo is going to come home in a shaky second place. Then it'll be Medicis, Aldridge, Yui, and Batuko. And that'll be your final finishing order. That'll literally be it. That'll be all the drivers who managed to finish this Prix. 6 finishes. Just like in Indianapolis back in 2005. Can you actually... No, you can't make a... None of these guys can make a mount. And this is your podium then. For the first time in the Formula E Monopoly Championship, the flag of Hungary flies high as not Lewis Hamilton wins the Marina Bay Prix from Italy's Ravo and Greece's K. Medicis. Then it's Aldridge, Inokui, and Batuko. Gamercat, Ukable, Yusuf, Einar Bamness, Alan Lee, Sierra, Gallagher, Marcus Nelson, Stone, Nawawi, Sanchez, Al Carlos, Catfish, Mechanovic, Debris, and Polarock all failed to finish. In the drivers' standings then, no one would have expected this. Not Lewis Hamilton. Scores max points in Marina Bay and is leading the championship on 26. One ahead of El Carlos and Medicis, who are tied on 25. They're one ahead of Aldridge. And then it's Marcus Nelson and Ravo tied for 5th. Then it's Catfish and Okui. And Batuko and New Cable tied on 8 points. Daph Sanchez, Yusuf, Gallagher, and Gamercat. All the other drivers are still yet to score any points. In the constructors' standings, coming into Baku Prix, Jaguar lead on 40 points from DS Techeetah and Dragon, who are tied on 26. Then it's ERT FE team, who are on 25 points, then Mahindra on 22, Envision on 18, Audi on 14, Renault on 10, Nissan on 8, Venturi on 1, and Mercedes are still yet to score. We'll see you next time for the Baku Prix.